Of course you have no audio because I didn't turn on the audio stuff. Is that better now? Spent a whole 4 minutes talking to myself. Should be better now. I'm just gonna wait for confirmation. Hopefully it's better. But yeah, that sucks. I was just explaining how I do my my thumbnails. Thanks, MT. Good morning. Today is scuffed. It doesn't exist, right? There is no such thing as February 29th. So there we go. So yeah, I was just explaining how I do my thumbnails. It's basically this lens that I got for a song years and years ago, over 10 years now probably. This is a 105 millimeter f2.8 lens. This one happens to be a Nikon 3100, D3100. That used to be my YouTubing camera, but I went up to a 3300. Again, everything here was bought used, like as cheaply as possible. And yeah, basically at some point I need to sell these. Probably going to sell this one, keep my main YouTubing one to keep my thumbnails, but I need a better YouTubing camera. It's just a YouTubing camera is like $4,000 or something. And although I'm in for purchasing stuff for my channel, $4,000 is a big pill to swallow. So, yeah. I do have some exciting news, though. Speaking of purchasing, I got paid my sponsorship money last night or overnight. So this morning, I have purchased a Voron V0 kit with the printed parts and everything. It came up to just under 710 Canadian, which is just, I think it's just around 500. Let me see here what the exchange rate is. Calculator here. Let's go 7, I think it was 707. So and some change to 708. CAD to USD. 520 US dollars. 521 US dollars. So it's a small printer for the cost, but it's the cheapest fully enclosed printer that I have faith in. I'll put it that way. So I'll be able to print ABS parts on it. And the plan is, I've got my custom build coming up, which I need to make videos on. But the thing is, my custom build, I want it to be enclosed. So I can't print out of PLA. I need to print out of ABS. So the goal is build this Voron V0, print ABS parts for my custom build. Custom build will be a larger format enclosed, and then down the road at some point I'm going to get a like 2.4 Voron or something. But I'll be able to print my own Voron parts using the V0. So that's the plan. So yeah, hopefully it all goes well. We shall see. I can't believe I didn't see that my audio wasn't coming. I've got this monitor here, and it's supposed to show me these things, but I wasn't paying enough attention, I guess. The audio meter is like all the way on this side, sort of like right there, instead of like the chat, which is over there. Oh well, it is what it is. Professional YouTuber, folks. Let's see if I can adjust my screen a little bit. to be facing more me. That's a little bit better. If I move this power brick later on, I can maybe get a little bit better vision still. Let's see. I can't move my screen too much because it needs to not interfere with plugging stuff in. Yeah, I think that's okay now. I'll fix all this hubbub later on. So yeah, exciting times. That means that you folks will be joining me for the Voron V0 build, because I'm not building that off camera. It'll be on camera, so it'll be a lot of fun. And the cool part about the V0 is it should be just about small enough to fit underneath the webcam here. Even if I have to bring the webcam up a little bit, I will. But yeah, pretty exciting stuff. Oh, I should get some more camera arms as well. Add it to the list. Let me fill in my form. Camera arms. Actually, if I go forms.gle, camera arms, streams, etc. Submit. There we go. You know, got some sponsorship money in my pocket, so might as well invest it into the channel. As always, I do need to withdraw some of that money though, because it is tax season coming up. Probably all the month of March, I'll be doing my taxes. A little bit nervous, always get anxious when it's tax season. You never know what you're going to miss or whatever, or how much you owe. I got to fix my transmission too. By the way, spring is coming. So yesterday it was 15 degrees Celsius. What's that in American? 15 C2F. So it's 59 degrees, and then overnight it was like minus 15 C2F, 5 degrees. So from 59 to 5 degrees Fahrenheit. But today is the only cold day, and then it's all going to be in the positive after that. So that is going to be quite nice, which is nice. All right, so what do we do? So my little power supply video did not go well. So I need to get some, I need to get a non-electronic load. Let's bring all this mess in here. So yeah, this did not go well. We dropped 15 degrees in 15 minutes yesterday. Yeah, that's cold, huh? That's crazy. Okay, so unfortunately the electronic load will not work for this. At least I don't think it's I think it's the electronic load the problem. We're gonna put some higher current resistors on it and see if that's gonna fix it. Because I don't know if you remember, this was oscillating a lot. I also don't remember like what the video was like. So we probably won't film the video on this today. However, we will, yeah, we won't film the video on this today because I need to remember what I said last time, which I don't. But I do want to test it out to see if it works. There we go. All right. So we need to undo these. Oh, something went flying out. That's probably not a good sign. The little spring that pushes down onto the wires came out. Oh, my fingers might be too chonk for this. I have to grab some tweezers. So yeah, spring is coming, which means I need to get my car fixed. Well, that I just dropped the spring onto the floor, which means it's probably never going to be seen again. When it rains, it pours. I did hear it hit something plastic. Unfortunately, I've got plastic like everywhere. Dang it. This kind of means that I might have to wait until I buy a replacement for that plug before I can do the video, which would be pretty horrible. I'm gonna search a little bit, but it's not exactly riveting YouTubing to not see me on screen while I crawl around my floor, carpeted, by the way, gray carpet, looking for a tiny silver spring. Phenomenal. That's how my day is going. February 29th is cursed. Missed the last 2 live vids due to your work Wi-Fi. You're a bit behind. Oh, that's fine. I mean, that's the great part about YouTubing is stuff is just there forever. Well, forever. As long as Google doesn't cancel the YouTube project, basically. So, yeah, you can take your time and go back. Okay. Come on. Find the spring. One of my tricks for finding stuff is you shine a flashlight parallel to the ground, and then like things that are tall, like a spring, should cast a long shadow that you can see. I don't know how well it's going to work, but I'm trying it. Over here? No. Come on. Don't be like that. Did it go in a plastic tub? No. I have my organization tubs kicking around, so maybe it fell in one of those. It's probably gone forever. What's today? Thursday? Okay, Thursday. I don't have... There's no H3H3 today. So I won't be able to watch a podcast or listen to a podcast while I search aimlessly for this stupid spring. Ah, dang it. Well, there goes that idea. I can maybe steal a spring from like a regular terminal. This won't work. Let's see. I mean, what are the odds that these springs are the same? I mean, it looks different, but if it works, that's a different story. I mean, it looks different. So I don't know if you saw the old one. So that's what it looks like. Now it won't focus down here. There we go. Oh, it works. It's not the same, but it works. All right. So there you go. So sacrificed one of these for the greater good. Okay, I can take this load away. Don't need this. Oh, by the way, the sponsor that is like hooking me up fat with some equipment. Oh, in case you weren't there, MT, I got a sponsor reach out, want to send me a whole bunch of equipment. One of the 4 boxes has arrived, and I did not unbox it. I'm going to unbox it with you guys here on stream. So, yeah, it has arrived. At least one of the 4 boxes. The other 3 boxes are due today. So that's pretty exciting. I'm pretty hyped. I honestly didn't think that it would, like, okay, so the guy said it was coming. So on that aspect, I knew it was coming. But the thing is, you never know until it gets here. So I was being optimistic, but cautious about my optimism. Does that make sense? So the excitement factor is rising. Because Elegoo said they'd send me a replacement printer to replace the fact that this printer is borked somehow. Like, it works, it just doesn't work well, and they can't fix it. So they said they were going to send me another one, but that doesn't seem like it's happening anymore. They just went non-contact. I might hit them up again and be like, hey, like, I don't want to be ungrateful, but are you sending another printer? Or what's the deal? Should I move on and do the unboxing or the first look video? I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. I've got these banana jacks that I've soldered a long time ago, and I'm going to use these to put in here. Is this going to be small enough? Like kind of barely. That fits kind of loosely. Let's see if I can force it into a smaller one. This is silicone wire, but it's kind of old. Probably back from 2016 at this point. Strippers. There we go. Let's see if it'll fit in here. Ooh, yeah. Barely, but it does. There we go, grab this. Excellent. I need some crimpers. There we go. Got little ferrules, and then I can interface my little resistors through here. Positive in the center. No, positive in the outside. Shove that in there. Click it shut. And this goes in. Probably have to unscrew this a little bit. Screw this back in. All right. So if I go this on, V set, let's go, V set, let's put this to 45 volts, enter, 20 amps, enter, oh, can't do 20 on this, I forgot. I set, let's go 15 amps, enter. All right, so this is set to 48 volts. Oh, so I need to go up, V set 50. All right, now high loads. It's this guy. So this is 1.5 ohm load. These are 3 ohm resistors in parallel. This is a 1 ohm resistor by itself. Here's another 1 ohm resistor. What's this? Another 1 ohm resistor. So I have a few of these large resistors. Okay, so let's see. Just gonna set this on here. See what happens. So this is set to 3.5 amps at 48 volts. So that's oscillating. It's not, oh no, 3.5 amps. It's at 18 watts. So basically we need more resistance. because it's dropping the voltage, so we're not getting enough current. Because the thing is, it's limited in the amount of current it can deliver. So the voltage is dropping. Okay, so I think that's the key here. We need a relatively resistive load that can take high voltage. Now what? So we got 8 volts at 3.5 amps. 9 volts. Now we're at 31 watts total. So yeah, the problem is our resistance is not high enough to get the full current at the specified voltage. That is the issue. Got to make sure nothing here touches. Yes, now we're at 35. We're at 50 watts now. But 50 watts is dissipating among all of these resistors. So how am I supposed to do this? I feel like I don't have enough alligator clips to get this done. Because right now we're at 1, 2, 3.5. We're at 3.5 ohms and 50 watts. Like, I can't just keep adding resistors in series. So I need like a resistor that do more resistance. But however, if I have to dissipate all of that current, or all of that all that power through a single resistor, then the resistor will get hot. This is a 3 ohm. This is a shunt resistor. This is a 0.01 ohm resistor. This is another shunt resistor. Another 3 shunt resistors. Why do I have that? Could try the 3 ohm with the 2 ohms. I don't know. It's not working out quite right. So like, let's undo all this. So here's a 1 ohm. And then we've got a 1.5. So I put the 3 ohm. So that's 3, 4.5, 5.5. So it's 5.5 ohms here. That brings us up to 19 volts, 67 watts. It says 69 watts now. Oh, you guys just on the edge there. 69 watts, and the read-in is putting out 75 watts. Ooh, that 3 ohm is getting a little hot. So yeah, like I'm not going to keep stacking these things over and over and over. So I really, essentially, what it is I don't have the right load for this. And like at 50 volts, it's not like I can use automotive light bulbs. This is hot. Because they're 12 volts. You'd have to put 4 in series and then have like series strings. That won't work. Yeah, this is not it's not fun finding the right load. I thought my electronic load would cover all my needs, but it doesn't. It really doesn't. So I don't know how I'm supposed to test things like this. I just need large resistive loads. Like maybe I need to get 10 ohm resistors, and then I need like 100 of them or whatever. Maybe I need like 20 of them, and then I can set them into series parallel configurations however I need. But it's like, I don't know. That doesn't really like seem convenient. I can maybe power a buck power supply through this and see if I can pull load. That might be an idea. So like if I use this, but that's 4 chains of switching, because the power is coming from the read-in. So this guy. So from the read-in, which comes from an AC to DC converter. You know what I need? I need like an MPPT. I think that's what I need. This gets really complicated. So anyways, the read-in is from an AC to DC converter, and then this here is a DC-DC converter, and this is a DC-DC converter. And if I try to pull using a buck converter, then that's another DC to DC. There's so much like switching stuff going on. So really, I have no good way to test these little power supplies. That is problematic. That is actually problematic. Because like I would just use light bulbs. Light bulbs are like the easiest thing. But it would have to be 24 volt light bulbs, and you'd have to put them in series. All right, let's do some investigating. Because as much as I like electronic loads, I need non-electronic loads. let's see. So all right, so like if we go 10 ohm, 50 watt. Actually, if I can actually get that for that price, 10R. I'm going to send you guys over to the screen for a second. Let me just make sure, because if I can get this, no. Okay, when I'm logged in, they're selling for $3.27 each. So, yeah, that's a little nuts. That is insane. I might need to make an AliExpress account so I can log in here. But yeah, $3 each is not going to be okay. See if I can buy them in 10 off quantities. Okay, so already this is $16 of shipping. So if this price rises, which it probably will, it's already not good. No, same price. 10R. Okay, no, yeah, $672. So that becomes like $22. There's not bad, but not fantastique. But bulbs, like, let's go like H11 bulb. Or H7, what size am I thinking of? Yeah, H7. So 20 of them is $28, but I have to set them up into series strings, and only in series strings for like this specific load testing. Doesn't quite work out. I actually bought some of these bulbs already, but I bought 10 of them. So they're great for load. But there's like no way that I can set this up and get the, to get 150 watts, I have to get 3 of these in parallel, and then I will reach the maximum. I'll quickly reach the maximum current. I won't be able to get, like 3.5 amps is barely enough for this. Let me see. If I go set CV. So if I go 14, are you signed into an account that you typically buy with? Because you have to, they will give you the price as a welcome deal, which I am way no longer eligible for that. Also, where I did hear my crocodile clip fall, and I don't know where it fell. No, I need it. I need it. What's this? Dang it. All right, I need to print cable organizer tonight. US, that'll be $7. Yeah, so I already have 10. I guess I need another 10. But like, it's to be able to easily rearrange them that becomes problematic too. I need one more crocodile clip. Dang nammit. Oh well, I'll use this thin wired one. So let's see how much current. 55 watts should be like almost, can do the math on that. But it'll be, so I have 14 volts. Here, let's just turn it on. Yeah, so at 50 watts, we're already at 3 amps. So it's clear I'll have to bring up the voltage, and that means 2 of these in series. So 4 will get me 80 watts. This is 40 watts right now. So 4 will get me 80 watts. 6 will get me, but I'll have to double again. I'll need 8 to go up to 160 watts. And like, this wire is getting so hot now that it's about to melt. Yeah, this is melty. So you know what I mean? Like, to keep the current down, that means I need to up the voltage. So I'll need to put 4 in series. So do I make PCBs where I have 4 of these in series? You know what? I could. Okay, I could. I'm thinking here. I can order another bunch of H7 bulbs. Or I can have a whole bunch. And then I make them into like 5. How many can I fit in 10? Okay. Hold that thought. I'm brainstorming right now. All right. So they should fit in these terminals. I'm going to use a non-hot one to check. So they do. They fit in these. So I already have the footprint for this. Just need to measure the spacing. And then I can put a whole bunch of these together. So that's good. I mean, let's just make 100% sure that they fit. Yes, they do. Excellent. Okay. So now, how many of these fit in a PCB footprint? Well, here, I can use this for measuring. I know I had one here, but it's okay. I want to start at the edge. Okay, so ten is here. You can only fit 4. And it's going to be pretty crowded if you fit 4. So let's say like that. That brings me to 2.5. It's going to be tight, but you could fit 4. Maybe not even. Maybe 3. PCBWay has no issues with me making bigger than 10 by 10 PCBs. Problem is, oh shit, this touched the mat. Problem is, it's going to be expensive for people wanting to replicate. But still, oh, come on. There we go. But still, I mean, I think that'll be as cheaply as possible. So we got 12. So theoretically, it goes up to 14 volts. 28. 28 plus 28 is 56. So you go almost up to 60. You can push it to 60 volts. Yeah, I know, this stupid. This upsets me because this is an expensive camera. The Brio is like 200 and something Canadian dollars. Okay, so in principle, my thing would work. I would put like probably an XT90 on it or something. What would be the current of 4 of these in series? I guess it wouldn't matter. It depends on the voltage. So if it's 3 amps each, because it will be 3 amps each, because each bulb is 3 amps. So if you give it, 60 volts, each bulb will pull 3 amps. So there's going to be a lot of freaking power. And then if you go 60 times 3, each PCB will be dissipating 120 watts. That is going to be a hell of a load. And the thing too is it's cheaper than these. The only thing is you can't touch. The shitty part about headlights is you can't touch the glass, because when it heats up it can deform. So I'll have to make like a cage around it, but that cage has to be made out of metal. Because it'll be way too hot for 3D prints. You need like ABS 3D prints. Come on, get off there. So that's this is how complicated it is, right? You can't really be ready for everything, because an electronic load just doesn't play nice with this, because they both fight for, it wants to pull the most current, and then this one's like, oh, backs off the current, and then this one tries to pull. It's like a pull and push. They keep going. You can't do that. So that's kind of a pain in the butt. Also, the fact that this won't release. Yeah, there we go. Oh, my life. At least like, I have a PCB partner that will help me with this. But it is frustrating that it's kind of difficult to figure it all out. Oh, they're polarized. Is it one is wider than the other? Hang on, let me get my measuring apparatus. .27. .3 something. Weird. I don't think that was purposeful. They're just manufacturing differences. Interesting. Okay, so if I build a analog load, then I can do all this, but I'll need probably about 20 more bulbs. Because if you think about it, you get 10 PCBs. And is it still hot? No. This wire got really hot. So you get 10 PCBs for whatever the cost is. And then for each PCB you need 4. How's it going, Franco? So really you could fill it up with 40, but I don't think I ever need to do 1,200 watts. Right, that's a bit excessive. We're just figuring out how to load basically anything, because I can't just feed stuff into an electronic load all the time. I need like a analog load, if that makes any sense. Oops, this came from the from my box of meters. I don't even think I made a video on this. This is a chonker. It's got a shunt and everything. Yeah, so resistors, we looked, they're expensive, very expensive. So each of these is about $3. So that's kind of pricey. Light bulbs are cheap. These are cheap. However, because in order to get the maximum power out of this, you need to up the voltage. Since they're 12 volt bulbs, you need to essentially put 4 in series to go up to whatever, 50, what is it, 24, 48 volts, which you can in theory push up to 60 volts. You need 4 in series, which means I would need like a PCB to hang 4 of them off of. But at least like these terminals will take it. These terminals will be able to, like I have the parts for it. But a 4 bulb PCB, as you can see here, 4 bulb PCB is going to be about 14 centimeters, which means that it's not going to be the cheapy PCBs. So it'll probably be $20 for 10 PCBs or something like that. And then I have to decide how I want to connect it, probably with XT90s. Because you want the lowest resistance possible. I'll probably do both actually, XT90 on one side and XT60 on the other. But yeah, these are XT90s, so you want like connector like that. These can pull a lot of current. I think these are like 300 amps peak, maybe more. String them together with thick wires. With the bulbs, I mean, you could, but it's going to be flopping in the breeze. Plus, I got a PCB sponsor. I do like them being stable. Although, you know, for 120 watts, maybe the XT60 is good enough. Let's check the specs on XT60. Because if I can stay with the smaller connector, XT60 datasheet. All right, so let's see. So surge current is 60 amps. What about the continuous? 30 amps. Okay, so the design will be for 3 amps. So I think we're good. Hang them over my bench. So I don't really have space for that. I'd like to be able to put them away. Okay, so PCB XT60. So there, because there are, yeah, there we go. So there's XT60s that solder onto a PCB. I'd have to find a pinout for it. The XT60s, the thing that's nice about the XT90, the bigger ones, is I believe they're 4mm bananas, where these are 3.5mm bananas. But they're not spaced quite well. How about PCB 4mm banana? There's this, but this looks low current. I don't think this is going to be good enough. Actually, they're really expensive. $4. $4 each. That's resistance. What about the maximum current? Doesn't say. Oh, no, that's still resistance. I'm not convinced this can handle 24 amps. Oh yeah, shit, I should do live chat too. There we go. By the way, Franco, you missed all the excitement. First of all, I started the stream without my audio working, so that was nice. But second thing is that I ordered my Voron V0 kit, since I'm on AliExpress anyways. Not this one. This one. So like that. Yeah, this is what I paid. $707. Ugh. There we go. So a little bit pricey, but I think it'll be fun nonetheless to assemble it on stream. I'm going to make mistakes, 100%. There's a photo where they'd show you all the printed parts only. Here, let me Let me show you. And according to my my research and my podcast guests, it is a challenging build. These are just the printed parts. What's going to be like, what's going to have to be assembled. This is going to be a hell of a job. Yeah, it's pricey, but the reason I selected this is because it is the cheapest enclosed printer that will print ABS that I can trust. Because if you go like, okay, watch this, 3D printer. That's interesting. It says that's not even my right PO box. It's not even close to me, huh? Okay, so enclosed, that's what we're doing. So here's one. The build size is about the same as the Voron, but I don't think it has a full metal. No, it's actually smaller than the Voron. I don't think it has an all metal hot end, so it can't do ABS. All right, let's find another one. Okay, the Chidi. I reached out to them, but this one can do ABS, $1,500. Another one, $2,600. I reached out to Chidi, didn't hear back from them. FlashForge, okay. Here's the problem. So this one I was looking at. So this one would be $449. However, I'm not sure. I think, is this the Pro? No, that's not the Pro. I think you had to buy a different setup for ABS. And the other thing is, this is there was something about it that is looking compelling right now. $450. Support. Okay. Yeah, okay. So look, it doesn't support ABS. You can't do ABS. So if you go up to the Pro, which I believe does ABS, Control F ABS. Where did I find it? Where is ABS? It's not even highlighted. Over here? I have no idea where it's finding ABS right now. This is the worst. Can't finish a print. Yeah. So, yeah. So no on that one. This I was looking for the K1C, although this is only a 1-star review. So as you can see, like, oh yeah, this one too. I looked at the Adventurer 3. What was up here? Adventurer 5M. Anyways, this again can't do ABS. Creality K1 was another option, but look, $835. The point is, I think it's the cheapest that I can. Yeah, I agree. I agree. The $700 one seems to be the better deal. The other thing is that the Voron V0 is a kit. It'll probably take like 6 or 7 live streams to finish. So it's content. I can make a video out of the build process. So, I mean, there's all sorts of benefits. I can't wait to play with it. It's going to be pretty nice. It looks like all the parts are there. I'm pretty hyped. Finally be printing in ABS instead of PLA. I'll still print in PLA, but I mean, yeah. So yeah, and this thing is tiny. And then I'll use this to build parts for my custom 3D printer, which will be bigger. And for my eventual Voron 2.4. So yeah, got that one. I got the white one. So black extrusions, black plastic with white stuff. So the Elegoo it has some issues. When you do a big print, hold on, I need to gesticulate. When you do like a large surface print, so like say if I'm printing this box, there's something wrong because the nozzle drags over the print and like grabs a whole bunch of plastic and flings it everywhere. I don't know if I can fix that without reflashing everything and starting from scratch, because it almost feels like the bed, like maybe when you print on the bed in this spot gets hot and then warps kind of upwards. And so, yeah, I can't print large surface area items. And Elegoo said they would send me another because they had me do like a whole bunch of steps to try to fix it and it didn't work. So I've been trying to print this. So this is a valve cover from a Honda engine. I love this thing. I wanted to print it this big, but I don't know if you guys can see, but if here, let's see if I can focus up here. Focus, okay. You see like all the little strands? Like look here, look at all the broken, see like right there? And like, just listen. I'll just drag my finger across it like this. So it's a whole bunch of like broken little strands, and the nozzle picks up all this stuff and it makes like big blobs on the nozzle. Like look at these like filaments all over. See that blob right there? Come on, focus. See that blob right here? And so I don't feel like I can leave this printing. Oh yeah, look here. Look at how destroyed this is. Look at all the goobers everywhere. Like, even if this does complete, the surface finish is going to be trash. And it seems to be only on large volume prints. If I would take this and print it like this, it would probably print just fine. But if you're covering the bed with a lot of plastic, it seems to warp, you know, like this, but everywhere around the print seems to warp up. I don't know the solution to that. It might just be a characteristic. There's a guy on YouTube that prints helmets on it. And he said there's a couple of fixes that he did. And I tried all those fixes. It doesn't work for me. What I'm thinking is maybe his helmet is hollow at the base. So maybe, you know, it works for him. It doesn't work for me. So So that's one thing. The second thing is it's open, so it can't print ABS anyway. Like you can, sorta, but you need to like put it in a marijuana grow tent to keep all the heat in. So yeah, it's not ideal. It doesn't work for ABS. What it worked extremely well for was to print this. Like, but see, even you see that the patterning on the red. I don't know if that's showing up for you guys, but this patterning is because the nozzle is dragging. Here, I can even show you. See that? See the rough? So it's fine for a model this big. It won't stick with the heater unplugged, because you can set the bed to off, but it won't stick. But you see that the porousness and that patterning? That's because the head is dragging over it, and it's vibrating as it's dragging over it. But again, it didn't lift off the bed because this is all wide open. So I'm not going to say it's useless, but like if I'm taking a look at this device that has a massive bed, what's the compelling reason to buy this if you want that big bed and you can't print something that has a footprint like this? Like the bed is like this big, right? It's about as wide as the camera can see and much deeper. But you can't print this box on it. You can't print a box organizer like this because the nozzle will drag it all to hell. So I don't know what to make of it. I don't want to make a video and bash it. They were kind enough to send it to me, right? But at the same time, you got to be realistic. Like, who's this for? You might as well get a smaller bed printer and not have those issues. So I don't know. Right? And I feel bad because I was given the printer, so and I asked for a printer. And so they gave me a printer, and so I feel like I'm the steward of that printer. Yeah, Franco. The thing is though, it is inexpensive. It is very cheap. It is very good value. Neptune 4 Max. So in Canadian pesos, it would be $600. And the thing is, for a printer that size, that is unheard of. So 600 to UK pounds. So 350 pounds. And then to US dollars, it's like not even 450 US dollars. That is incredible value for money. But I'm just thinking, if I were to do it again, I would just get the Neptune 4. Oh, go away. The regular Neptune 4 with the smaller print bed, and that would cost like $370. Like, it's cheap. It is cheap. And like, yeah, it just, you know what? It's for what it is, it's got good value asterisk. You know what I mean? Because it's not unusable, Franco. I did print a giant body for the snow speeder. By the way, there's going to be no snow as of tomorrow, so I'm going to have to make it a land speeder. Okay, so do I want bananas, or do I want XT60s? That is a good question. If I go XT60, I'll have to make a whole ecosystem. Do we have bananas? We do. I guess we do have bananas. Also, welcome to the stream. It's just me here complaining, as always. Because I do like 4mm bananas. See, we're starting to get irrelevant search results here, you see? So if I go much further, we're going to start seeing sex toys. Okay. PCB XT60. Thing with bananas is they're scalable though. I can put more in series or in parallel. I think I might go banana. Oh yeah, but aren't they expensive? Let's go 10 pieces. Yeah, I think they're going to be expensive. This is like $30. $30 for 10 pieces, so it's probably 5 black, 5 red. Dang nammit, why is everything so expensive? These are the cheaper version. Wow, these are exceedingly cheap though. It's going to be $26. Yeah, 26 bucks, but they look really cheap. I don't know if these can carry. They say 24 amps, but I don't know, man. Out of two little pins like that, 1.2mm pins. So here's my question. Why is everything I do expensive? Why can't I just do cheap stuff? Why is testing stuff so expensive? Yeah, see, we're getting irrelevant. We're going to fall into sex toys pretty soon. I really want these guys. They seem higher quality. Yeah, we're getting irrelevant. The other thing is I'm going to have to get a whole bunch of like these kinds of things. I have some, and I really don't like the ones with this cage style because they seem to not really make good contact on certain style systems. Real some vintage 8-bit computers can only afford broken ones. Yeah, I get you. I mean, you saw 3D printers aren't cheap either. Oh, Vero, I bought a 3D printer. The one I've been talking about. I ordered it this morning. You can get 100 of these stackable ones for 63 bucks. Yikes. I don't know if I like these. They don't seem high current. No, it's tiny. There's space. There's space for that one. It's the small one. It's here. I'll show you. This one. So Voron V0.2 to scale. Okay, person holding Voron V0. Does nobody take a picture of them holding the Voron on the thumbnail? How big is Voron V0? V0 size. Oh. Voron V0 size. Seriously? There's no reference? The one you can build. Yes, yeah, that's the exactly. You got her. Okay, seriously, there's like no. There's no reference. Nobody. Oh, here, there's a banana. No, copyright. Put the banana. Show me the banana. Come on, Stefan. Oh well. Point is not very big. What did he buy? The Formbot one. This is the old version as well. How old is this? Oh, it's 2 years old. Okay, there. Look at his hand. Look at his hand. Look at the size of the bed.
Powder coated.
Okay. Now the whole thing is like barely bigger than that. So it's small. It's tiny. The banana is in the thumbnail, sadly. But like, how am I supposed to? Some YouTube thumbnail viewer. There's like a website that you get the HD thumbnail. There we go. There. So that's how big it is. It is small. It's a little bit taller than that. Comes with a ceiling on it. But yeah, it's tiny. And apparently you can print all of the parts for the 2.4, the big one, on this guy. But I'm more interested in... Hey, how's it going, A-Box Ninja? I'm more interested in building my, like, continuing the work on my own 3D printer. So, there we go. So yeah, check out Stefan's video here. I'll post it in chat if you guys want to see it. There you go. Enjoy. I don't know if I reached out to this guy to come onto the podcast. All right, so do I cave and get the cheap sockets, or will I regret that? Because these are literally $2 a pop. More than that. It's about $15 They're $3 a pop. Yes, A-Box Ninja. I'm building a custom 3D printer, which I can't show you. However, I'm changing tack on that completely. So I am going to build this Voron kit. This one. This one. I'm going to build this Voron kit on this live stream when it comes in. This says March 12th. Yes. So this is a kit. I'm going to be building this kit, and then I'm going to show everyone my scratch build and why I'm abandoning it, and then I'm going to use parts printed on this one to make my scratch build better, essentially. Okay, so we're still looking for... So the V0 build, the live build, this one, it might end up being frustrating. We will see. Yes, I do. I don't remember the link to it. No, Simple Electronics, GitHub altogether. I do have some stuff that I've designed. Is it? What's the GitHub? Like, hang on. How does this work? Okay, so I think it was. Yes? No, that's not me. Hang on a sec. YT. It's a YouTube. There we go. That's my GitHub. So here, I'll post it in chat. Some things are on there, but not like at some point I'll put more stuff on. Oh, I gotta remove this frickin' Twitter. I hate Twitter. Since Elon dumbass bought it. So yeah, I have some stuff on there, but I will document my custom 3D printer eventually. All right, back to 4mm bananas. I need to decide what I'm buying because it'll dictate what my PCB is going to look like. Looks like I'm going to be spending big bucks on these guys. I'm not thrilled about that. They're literally like $3 or $4 each. But look, they're stable. It's 4 legs. They can actually handle a reasonable amount of current. It's probably for the best. Ugh. I do have to keep in mind that when I build these projects, they're going to be like mine for life, right? They're going to be always. No. You've got a lot of live stream to catch up with. I am designing. Okay, hang on. I got to keep one train of thought. So these are even more expensive. That's horrible. Okay, so I am designing. Basically, on the last live stream, we tried to get this switching power supply working and make a video for the main channel. However, I couldn't load it down enough using my electronic load. So now I'm making a analog load. So the plan is going to be to make PCBs to hold 4 of these inexpensive light bulbs in series, and I should have like 10 or 20 PCBs. It was a lot of a disaster, yeah. And then, so I'll have analog loads, essentially, to test power supplies and stuff like that with. So that's the goal. I have there's 2 reasons. First of all, having these bulbs that get really hot, I don't want them like flopping around my workbench while I try to test things. So that's why I want to put them on a PCB. The other reason is that I have a PCB sponsor, and they love when I create projects. Like they'll sponsor me for whatever I want to make. Let's be clear. However, they love when I make projects that are very approachable and people can make. So yeah, the plan is going to be use these terminals, which I just made a video about, and have 4 of these. Yeah, PCB way. Have 4 of these per PCB. So I'll probably order, this is 10, I'll probably order another 10. Maybe then another 10, I don't know. And then, yeah, I should be able to, yeah, so now I'm looking for interconnects. So it'd be nice if I can use banana plugs. So that's why I'm looking at those banana sockets. But the banana sockets are like $3 each. And if I want to put 4 on each PCB, so 2 in parallel, so you can parallelize the load, that's going to be expensive. So you're looking at $12 just in banana plugs per PCB, which is really expensive. So my debate now is, do I buy these cheapy ones, which are far cheaper, they're half the price? Will I be happy with them? That is the question. These are $3, but they're probably shipping, yeah. So red, no, shipping is nuts. Sometimes in these related items is where you find the better deals. Let's try Mouser. But the other thought, Ninja, is that if I'm going to keep it for a long time, then $12 a PCB is not bad, right? If they last 20 years. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. So if they're available locally for like the same price, I have a feeling they're not going to be the same price. They're going to be really expensive from Mouser. Here's the cheap ones for $2. That's interesting. How much current can they handle? 10 milliohms. Really? They'll do 10 amps? Huh. Maybe I will do the cheap ones. Oh, there's a double. That would be cool.
because then I would take less PCB space. What about the data sheet? Are they still... These are $5, so more than double the cost. Still 10 amps. No, it's milliohms. Small m is milli, big M is mega. It wouldn't make sense to have 10 mega ohms in a jack as well, because you wouldn't be able to flow any current. Okay, so they don't even have the... They don't have the other style. Interesting. Interesting. Threaded banana jacks. Thanks, Franco. Love the advertisement. I just sit here and do nothing, and people advertise. This is again another welcome deal, but I do need a whole bunch of these too. Yeah, I think I'll have to decide. You were looking for my podcasts or my main channel? I got a whole bunch of videos on the main channel, not just the podcasts. Oh yeah, youtube.com/@simpleelectronics. How do you put these together? They snap apart. What am I on now? I'm at the same spot, man, spinning my wheels. My brain is telling me that there's no way I should be spending that much money. Yeah, oh yeah, so I guess I can say the guest. Yeah, Unibyte. That channel that we... /@Unibyte. So Unibyte, the channel we found the op-amp kit from, that's the channel that is in the podcast this week. So make sure to subscribe to him. He has criminally low subscribers. He has like nearly no subscribers for the quality of video he puts out. So hopefully we're gonna bump those numbers up a little bit. He's good shit. Also Canadian, also from Ontario, same province as me. The camaraderie, palpable. Okay, Franco, can you? Oh yeah, shit. I need to check. Let me check the back end too. Can you put on the form to buy banana sockets and banana jacks, please? If you have time. I'm gonna check the back end, make sure I uploaded the audio version. Episodes scheduled, yes, good. Show more. Just gonna check my analytics while I'm in here. Weekly time. Okay, yeah, podcast still doing good. That's good. Yeah, MT listens to the audio versions, so he waits until Fridays. So yeah, I feel like I'm going to buy the expensive 4mm banana sockets. I think that's just going to be par for the course. Thank you, Franco. I appreciate you. No, wait, no, didn't I say the cheap ones will be okay because they're like 10 amps? They're half the price, and it will be 3 amps of current. Ugh, I can't decide. When I can't decide, that becomes bad. One red, one black. Let's say like 10 of these. It'll be 50 bucks. That's so expensive. Oh, why do I have expensive tastes? There's also a more complicated footprint. They don't really have the footprint for me, just the dimensions. From the official store, top selling. You may also like, and then I do like cheaper things, that's for sure. It's 4 pieces. Oh, 2 red, 2 Blake. Okay, so that's like $2 a piece. As long as it's not introductory price. Ah, as soon as you go up, look, you get one, and then after that it costs a fortune. Oh, but then 3 is the same price. So let's get like, I don't know, 6. Add to cart. I'm just curious. Ah, it's still 52 bucks. Why so expensive? Oh, jeez. Why is everything so expensive? Like, I guess I can't complain. I am sponsored, so that does absorb some of the cost. But, like, come on, man. Ah, shipping goes up. I bet you if I was American, this would cost me a lot less in shipping. Although the Americans, they pay a bit more since the Trump era tariffs. Oh, this could have been arranged in a sketchy fashion. Good thing they didn't do that. So all this to say, the XT60 might be cheaper. Get something that's worth its price, yeah. PCB, let's say 10 pieces. So if I get these, yeah, these are much cheaper. Because I don't need all of them. I don't know which one's female, which one's male. Female is the one with the barrels in them. So yeah, that's, I want male. It's this guy. So it'd be the male. I think, no wait. Female, yeah, that's the female. So they're talking about the pins, not the connector. So it's this one because I'd want to be able to plug a battery into it. I mean, it's a lot cheaper. Wait, which one did I want again? Dang it, the male. So they become $1. They're $1 a piece. A little bit less flexible, but they are $1 a piece, which is cheaper. Far cheaper. And it makes a nice connection. Nice and tidy. And I can put 2 per PCB. So I can like chain them. Yeah, maybe I don't know. I'll have a think. I'll have a think about it. It is a lot more affordable. And that's the thing. So I'm sponsored by PCBWay. So my costs are not quite the same. Like it's not the same difference. But I'd like people to recreate my projects. In which case, it's pretty important for people to be able to afford the parts to make my projects. So that's the thought, at least. And I do have like quite a bit of these XT60 adapters. So like here's one to barrel jack, for example. Let's see. Oh, I saw a bunch earlier. Well, anyways, you get the point. Like you can make these adapters. That might be the way to go. I'm going to put other terminals on my PCB though, other holes, so people can decide to put like terminal blocks, like kind of like these guys, or screw terminals or whatever. But yeah, I guess I might end it here, mainly because I'm out of coffee. Can choose cheaper parts. No, because the footprints are different between the XT60, the cheap bananas, and the expensive bananas. So, like, I guess I could put multi-footprints, but then the PCB is getting kind of big. So, yes, but also no. But yeah, I guess I'll end it here. I'll see if I can be productive today and edit some of the not edited stuff that I have. Maybe I'll work on this PCB. I may have to wait. It'll depend on if I want the parts in stock first. But what I could also do is I can make a couple revisions. Right, I can make a revision with one type of connector, another type of connector, etc. But anyways, have a good day, everyone. I will see. No, I can't stream tomorrow. I'll see about streaming this weekend. But the thing is, I want to get some stuff organized so we have stuff to do during the stream. So, all right. Have a good one, guys. Enjoy your day. And, oh, wait. Franco, before I go, one thing that you missed at the beginning. You know that big sponsor that is going to hook me up fat with some really big equipment and stuff? There's 4 boxes heading towards me. One of the boxes are here already. I haven't opened it because I'm going to open on stream with you guys. But this weekend, potentially, I'll be unboxing this giant cache of stuff. So that should be pretty exciting. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. That also means that you guys will have to join me for the recording of all this equipment stuff. So, yeah, that is coming up. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day.